We're recording. You're listening to the Tune Up and Jam podcast. Ready? Go.
This is episode number 35, part 1 of the OC MusicFest 2018.
Tune Up and Jam.
So we're looking directly at the mountains, and you can see the happy trees, the happy shrubs, the nice peaks and paths, and in front of that is a nice tranquil lake, Lake Irvine.
Yeah, they
which
were doing
is
helicopter drops.
Yeah, actually, that was fun. It looked pretty cool.
It's pretty rad.
It was. I guess they were practicing for. What are they doing? They're practicing for the fire drops.
Yeah,
It looked like fun. I think it looks like fun because it's not real. Like, it's not real fires, so you're just hanging out and just flying around and dropping water. That looked like fun.
lest you think that Rich is an avid supporter of forest fires. He's not.
Not really, but in terms of the ecosystem, sometimes it's necessary. So
Regenerate the soil.
yeah, every once in a while you can need a good flame, but as long as it's away from houses, then it's actually pretty. So anyway, what about the people here?
It's nice. Good segue.
It is, right?
Quality.
Yeah, I do transitional material very well.
It's it's a lovely crowd of very chill folks. A lot of tie-dye rolling up through here. Many bands are here today. Get a chance to talk to a few of them. Great sound company here. What's the name of Ted's sound company?
DJE, lighting and sound.
Just amazing sound quality.
Sound and lighting.
Sound and lighting, sorry. DJE sound and lighting. Is that what it is?
Yes.
You sure?
I don't know.
That's Francis. Did you guys know that we have Francis with us? Why are you being so
Hey.
quiet over there, Francis?
Oh, because you're doing your thing. I'm running the board.
Yeah, but running the board means just sitting there and looking at the stuff.
Okay. All right, I'm shy. I'm
Yeah.
actually
Running the
shy.
board.
I haven't heard a bunch of drops coming in or something.
No,
like
I
Fred
know.
Norris back there.
Right, I know. Running the board.
I brought it's a limited setup here.
Well, we're gonna have Ted on later. He'll stop by. There he is, right over there. He's sitting over there, and he'll talk to us about putting this whole thing together. This is his making.
Yeah, this is pretty
Ted
rad.
Tesoriero. That's his. The whole thing is his making. He's had this before, maybe like 5 years ago, I think. He could tell us more, but it was in a different location. I like this location.
It's beautiful. It is family friendly. You can bring your pets. You can bring your kids. It is gorgeous. It's Southern California camp heaven. In a perfect location and a perfect day for a music festival.
It is. It feels like if you were to imagine a Southern California day,
Yeah.
especially like when I was growing up, this is what it would have been right here. You got the vendors over here. They got all kind of different hippie stuff, tie-dyed for sale, clothes, trinkets, T-shirts. Got some good food over there. It's cool, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun, man.
It's fresh.
And I think it's just going to grow after this year. He's going to have it every year. I think he's going to keep going. And I'll look for more people. We got the camping over here on the other side. People staying a whole weekend. It's cool. Did you walk over there at all?
I haven't walked over to the
Oh, it's
camp.
real cool. If you walk over there, there's like a nice field. And they have tents set up. Got flags, grills. Just like, camping.
Yeah, and we should mention this is a 3-day festival. It started last night. It had bands jamming till late. These things tend to go over a little bit, but they've been great with starting on time and bands getting down. And then today a full complement of bands, and then tomorrow morning actually through early to mid afternoon they'll have bands going.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
very
it's
festive.
it's full on festival. We got to get some of the guys over here. I saw some of the guys. There's a Dave from the Higgs. He said he wanted to come on.
Why
So
don't we-
whenever he walks over.
Why don't we take a short break? Rich is really the social one out of us. I don't talk to anybody. And Francis is just, he's awkward.
He's working the board.
So, yeah, he's working the board. Like, you can't send Francis out to get people.
Actually, Francis is pretty social. Actually, Francis is the most social, actually.
I'm the least social, so I'm just trying to heap it onto somebody else.
Well, you need to put yourself out there, Chris.
I've been put out there. I've been put out there so many times. I got 4 kids. So if I get a chance,
Yeah, you didn't bring them, man.
not talk to people, then I'm taking it. You know.
You could have had your kids here, man. They would have had a good time.
I know it's a beautiful day. We have a lot of friends here with kids.
Yeah.
I kind of regret it, and I'm kind of enjoying it.
Looks like the band next to us on the small stage is going to start soon. I'm not sure who's playing next.
It's the Wheeland.
Was it the Wheeland Brothers band?
Wheeland Brothers acoustic
Okay.
set, I believe. They played last night with their full-on band rocking it out, and then today is going to be a little chill acoustic set, I believe.
Nice. Yeah, I heard some people at the camping were up playing music till like 3 a.m. Different spots, doing the whole campground, jamming, sitting around the fire. It's a thing to do here.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break.
Go.
Take a break.
Check two.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah, you got it?
Nice to meet you guys.
Hey, we got Ted Tesoriero.
Hi.
He's the big guy. What's up, Teddy?
Not much, man. Just enjoying the Simpkin project. This is an amazing band.
Amazing, dude. The whole thing's amazing, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, tell us how you put this all together.
We started doing this in 2009 across the lake on the other side,
Yeah.
and decided to keep it going after stopping it in 2013 for 5 years. We stopped it and we decided to do it again because all these bands that we booked this weekend kind of jumped off in 2013.
Yeah.
And here we are 5 years later, and these guys are killing it.
Yeah.
These bands are incredible, way better than what they were 5 years ago, and we were grooving to them 5 years ago.
Yeah. What was the 5-year hiatus about?
You know, we the lake on the other side went through some changes, and the lake started drying up, and it was a fishing you had to buy a license and do a fishing whole thing, and the lake wanted to do festivals, but they really didn't have the infrastructure to do it, so they kind of stopped doing it. The county and the lake over there said we can't support it anymore. I was discouraged, didn't want to do it, and Gary James, the owner of this property here, James Events, said, "Hey, you ought to come over here and do it. If you ever want to do a festival, I'll let you, I'll put together some kind of proposal or something for you."
Yeah.
And I was like, well, we're pretty busy. We should probably just focus on our production company. But 5 years later, I just missed it. And Chris Midovich, who's part of the Skull and Roses Festival, boy, he really inspired me because Chris put together that festival with all the dead bands, and I thought, we're missing out. I should call that guy Gary back and put together this festival once again. So he showed me this land. I really didn't see it as a concert venue here. But the more you experience this, it's great, right?
Yeah, it's perfect.
It's unbelievable.
The
We were
concept
talking about
makes sense.
Yeah, the terrace right here makes sense where you
Yeah.
have the stage set up down there. It's like a little amphitheater.
Yeah.
It's perfect, a little natural amphitheater.
I mean, the stage is just projecting so well up the hill that you can be sitting up here having lunch and you can hear the band like it's like a pin drop.
Yeah, it seems like no matter where you go in the whole grounds, you're hearing,
Yeah.
and it sounds good everywhere you're at.
Amazing.
Yeah,
It's the first thing I commented on is how good the sound was on both stages and how
Yep.
well it projected and was clean and clear. And it just, I mean, you already have the beautiful vibe. You throw
Yeah.
in the sound that goes along with it.
You know, the other, not to go back to the other place because, it's history, but it's not, we don't think about it anymore. The campgrounds are so far away from the site that it kind of made it like two events. One event was you go see the music and check it out, and the other event was camping in this remote back place of Irvine Lake. This has really incorporated everything so that the camping and the shade and the trees and the beauty of Cleveland National Forest is you're in it while you're listening to the music.
Yeah, and those trees are key because it's been a sunny, hot day today too.
Right.
So
Oh, yeah.
the trees been perfect.
I was commenting right now, like the entire audience down at the front of the stage is in this beautiful, like breezy, shadowy kind of, makes you want to take a nap down there because it's so beautiful and the right temperature.
Got the right music for it too. It's sweet, man. It's
Who are we listening to now? I got to think about, this is the Wheeland Brothers.
Wheeland Brothers.
Literally just the brothers. There's
Okay.
there's the two brothers and they're percussionists.
And where are they from?
They're from Huntington Beach.
Okay.
And they played earlier today with their full band. And their theme today was basically Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, right on.
I wonder why.
Very apropos. Right?
Exactly.
Very apropos.
Hey, so what's your vision for after this year?
I think that we try and build on the same jam band base that represents Southern California. And I think we maybe extend the sets longer. I feel like the 30-minute sets is a little short for jam bands. So
Yeah.
I think we're going to have to work on maybe even a third stage next year.
A third stage. Wow.
I think that'd be great, wouldn't it?
Be a lot of music, that's for sure.
Rotate,
Yeah, it's amazing.
rinse and repeat.
You can't have too much music. That's certainly true.
I love this podcast. Where are you guys podcasting to? Like, I know it's the internet, but tell me about you guys a little bit. Can we at least...
Francis will take over on that
Yeah,
one.
Francis, can we turn the tables a little bit? He's been so quiet back there.
I know, right?
I'll
Yeah,
just
we-
run. You know how it's like running the board.
Oh, Ted's got a visitor.
Oh, go ahead, man. I want to
No.
hear about this.
No, well, of course, the three of us, we've been jamming together for a long time, and so often in between the jams, we'd be sitting and talking about music. And these
Yeah.
guys are educators. I've got the gear. We thought, look, if we're going to sit and talk about music, why not throw a podcast together, make it about
Fantastic.
music,
Yeah.
and basically build the community around music. The musicians, the music creators, the supporters, the technical folks, everything just to build that community of music.
Talk about people's experiences and everything like that, and just
It's great.
put it out there for everybody. Anybody out there who wants to listen, who gets enjoyment from that stuff,
Right.
wants to learn something, maybe whatever it is,
Yeah, and also it's a platform to promote anything and everything music related.
Yeah, it's amazing, you guys. This is great.
Yeah, I mean,
really
so
appreciate you guys doing this because I constantly think about the production background that I have and how you just got to get it done. And I also play in Hamstring Orchestra, and I notice that there's this chatter that always happens between bass players and keyboard players or drummers and bass players, and it's usually right before the event or right after. And my production side kicks in. I go, well, let's get this stuff off the stage. Let's go. Come on, we got stuff to do. We got work to do.
yeah,
But the conversations that I hear between these other band and musicians in the band are so much different than what you just have to kind of slow down, listen to those stories, and those are the stories you carry with you your whole life.
Right.
Those are the ones that matter, not whether you got out of the venue in an hour or
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
Right, that's the kind of stuff we're trying to record.
Yeah.
Everybody's got different experiences, doing this, doing that, and every day you find a new one too.
Right.
So that's kind of our goal with this. So
It's really cool, you guys.
Yeah, and it's on. You can get it on iTunes. You can get it on the Tune Up and Jam website,
YouTube.
YouTube, Facebook.
yeah, and there's those apps that you can, like a Podbay, I think is one of them.
Yeah, yeah.
They carry a bunch of different.
Well, I can tell that Francis is a silent warrior here.
Oh,
because,
Francis!
I mean,
Francis got
he's
it down
operating
over
over there.
Inspector
Oh, yeah.
Gadget.
there. Yeah, he's our.
I have no idea how you guys are getting this to go to the internet from our beautiful remote location here at Silverado. But
Francis is magic.
yeah,
Yeah, he's a
great.
magician. So, all right, Ted. Well, we know you got work to do. We don't want to tie you up
Yeah,
too much.
thank you
man.
so much, you
Thank
guys.
you,
Thank you
man.
so much.
Let's
You
come
guys
back and
are
see
Thanks,
you
Ted.
guys.
Okay.
All right, man.
Bye.
Looking forward to tomorrow's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be
Rich and I
fun.
are playing tomorrow with the Hamstring Orchestra.
Yeah, Hamstring Orchestra, 12 o'clock on the
Yeah,
big stage.
We've worked it out, man. I was so proud of you tonight, man. Listen to the Grampas Grass.
Yeah,
Was
it was a lot of
epic.
fun. Yep.
Wasn't that great, you guys?
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
beautiful.
That was an
location.
incredible set.
Thank you. Thank you very
Really
much. Thank you.
fantastic.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, Ted. Thanks, man.
Thanks, Ted.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Peace out.
Francito.
Check 2. All right, cool.
All right.
Cool.
So we got Jesse here from the Higgs,
Hey, how you doing?
and
What's up, Jesse?
you guys played last night,
That's right.
and you guys kind of closed it out, right? You guys closed it out.
Yeah, they gave us the closing hour-long set, and we thought for fun, for the first time, to just do a one-song set. It
One
worked out
song.
pretty- just one song. That
yeah?
was it.
Yeah. Jammed it out the whole time.
Yeah, we weren't sure, but we were like, man, if we're a true jam band, let's just go for it.
That's right,
Perfect
man.
crowd, couple hundred people,
Yeah?
and on the sacrament. And,
Nice. How'd you feel at the end of that one?
oh my God, it was a super high. It was really cool. We had Marcus Rezick come up and sit in.
Nice.
who's from LA and does Shred is Dead, sort of like a really fabulous, guitar player from up there. It's pretty cool, man. We had a blast.
Man. So how you enjoy yourself here?
Oh, this is incredible. It's the best people. They treat us like gold. Teddy and Janet, Gary, and Billy Sunday. It's just wonderful.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, man. There's really not a better place I can think of being in Southern California, literally, than right here, right now. And this is it. Look at that view.
I know it. I know it.
I mean, when the breeze blows, it was a little hot earlier, but just that man, I always call it acid wind, like when the breeze is blowing, but it's really not.
Do tell, man. Do tell.
You guys feel that?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, what do you mean,
feel
dude?
That feels
No,
great.
dude, it's like blowing, bro. I can feel it all around me. It's swirling. That sounds like a 70s hairband, like where the bandana's like a Skinner. We're acid wind.
So how did the Higgs get started? Where'd you meet these guys?
Okay, so it's a funny story. I was living in LA, and we moved down to Huntington Beach. Decided to do a change of pace, get some fresh air, and do the beach thing. And thank God we did. We moved down. We got the house, and within about a month, we were settled. I was like, okay, it's time for me to find a live band to play with. Hopefully, there's something down here. And funny enough, I went on Craigslist, and the first thing I saw, like within the first 5 posts, was this band called the Higgs. Hey, we're looking for a keyboard player. The 3-piece had been together for about a year, touring around,
right?
Bass, drums, and guitar. And so I went and met them, and sort of they auditioned me. I auditioned them as well. It was like a mutual thing, and that was it. That was a year and 8 months ago.
Right on.
It's pretty amazing what's been happening with the group. We've been gaining a lot of momentum.
Talk about that. You guys recently were on a little tour, weren't you?
Yeah. Well, we've let's see. About a month ago, we opened up for a band called Spafford, and we did our own gigs as well. We did I think if I'm correct on this, we did 13 dates in 14 days. So we had 1 day off. Went all the way up from San Diego, Northern California, Oregon, Idaho, Montana, Colorado, and then all the way back around.
Nice.
Played Frozen Dead Man Fest, which is this wild thing in Netherlands, near Boulder in Colorado. I know, just had a blast. The thing about this group, and I'm the older guy in the band, and something I've noticed because I've been in a lot of bands, is this specific lineup, this band. There's something more special about this than any of the other bands I've ever been in, except for the first band I was in. But it's a similar kind of thing. Everyone's focused on one thing. No one really has day jobs. Some people teach music lessons and stuff, but basically it's just the band, and everyone's in the one band. And we're writing really great music, and we're really critical, but constructively so. And pushing up this one collective vision we have, and it's paying off. I mean, when I joined the band, we were playing in front of 8 people at the Harp. And just last week, we played 2 sold-out shows, one in Grass Valley and one at the Mint with Pink Talking Fish.
Awesome.
So, I mean, it's happening, dude.
Yeah.
And we don't take it for granted, and every little moment is this big, hurrah, we're doing it, It feels amazing.
One thing that's been really rad, and if you get an opportunity for everybody out there, if you just search in your Facebook for the Higgs, you're going to come across these cats. And when you start following them, it feels like every night there's a live concert on Facebook.
That's
so
right.
It's amazing when you were on tour how often I was sitting on my couch in the living room with TV on and my children running all around, and I just put on my headphones and check out 40 minutes of your
that is
show.
so cool. Thank you. Yeah.
And it would roll. So
Fun.
The cool thing about that then is you have fans. I followed a lot of it and watched a lot of those shows that aren't even at the show necessarily, but checked it out and then started figuring out who you were. It's amazing technology, how fast it goes.
It's incredible how fast it spreads,
Now, how do you sustain that energy when you're on a 12 out of 13 days or whatever? How do you keep that up?
Lots of booze and ladies and wild times.
I thought there was
Rock and roll.
It's still a rock band, bro.
That's true, man. What a dumb question. What the hell am I thinking?
I don't know. It's not all like what I always joke. It's not always a slow motion video in a hot tub with a cigar and the 2 chicks up and down slow motion Tetons going. It's a lot of smells, a lot of body odor and weird stuff in the van, and I don't know. It's all incredible though. All of it, just every moment of it. I love it. I was built for it. It's like when you find your thing, You just know it's your thing. When it locks in, you're like, this is me. This is what I am. This is
Right on.
without it, I feel like I'm almost like nothing. Like it's like I'm like there's a large piece of me missing. I didn't play music live for several years. I was working in LA. I had gone to school and got a degree in audio engineering. I was working in studios and stuff, but not outwardly playing or in any band. And I wasn't. There was something I should have been more happy, if that makes sense, or fulfilled. I have 2 beautiful kids. I just have I'm not saying this with ego, but the life that's been presented for me or that I've built is a really great life, and I just love it. Everything around me, and but there was still something there, and I was just like, it was nagging at me. I was like, dude, this is not. Why am I not happy? Not really happy. And it was because I was not doing music. And I've never. Right now, sitting with you guys right now is the greatest moment of my life.
That's
I
awesome.
am the happiest I've ever been in my entire life. It's so cool. Yeah.
Awesome, dude.
Yeah, man. So thanks for having me in, man.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
Well,
thanks
certainly
for
a lot
coming.
of buzz about your band, the Higgs, man.
Yeah.
Tell anything coming up real soon.
Yeah, just give me a second.
Yeah.
Let me just check something real quick.
All right.
'Cause I have it right here.
Yeah,
I happen
yeah.
to be talking to someone else.
Cool.
Let me see what we have. Oh yeah. So we're gonna go. We're going out to. Well, do you mean locally or just in general?
And throw it out there,
All right,
man.
we're going. We're gonna do a run out to Arizona. We're playing Last Exit Live on Friday, May 18th. That should be hopefully a sold-out show, or be a really packed, really cool, freaky crowd. And then we're doing the Hunt in Tucson on the 19th, which is Saturday. Oh, we're doing May 24th, which is a Thursday, at Winston's,
Right on.
which should be a really dope
Sweet.
show.
Yep.
Yeah. And we're also playing in Anza, California. Which is sort of like this. I don't know if anyone's familiar with Anza, but I think it's about, say, an hour and a half east of here, southeast. Sort of near Temecula, I think. But we're gonna do a really cool show there, and that's local. That's pretty much it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, check them out if you get a chance. If you don't get a chance, check them out online, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check out
a lot
The
of
Higgs.
streaming.
That's
Yeah,
right.
the Higgs.
Cool.
Facebook, you got a webpage? You wanna?
Yeah. It's thehiggsmusic.com. You can check it out, our website. And I just want to say, anyone to listen to this that's never heard our band, please check it out and give it a real listen. If you love it, come be part of the family. And if you come to a show, come up to me. I'm the keyboard player. Introduce yourself, and I really like to get to know you, because one thing about the Higgs is we want to know everyone in the crowd, know about their lives and their kids and what they're doing and their passions, because what we're creating is a Higgs family, and we want like 1,000 people, all that know each other, and it's this really magical, cool thing. That's what we're going for.
Sounds good to me, man.
It's a super rad band, and get in it now. You can say, we'll all kind of hang on their coattails and be like, remember when we had the Higgs on? We'll play it like every 4th episode. The Higgs
Hey, man,
interviews.
thank you so much for having me on.
Yeah,
It's an
thank
honor.
you, man. Thank you. Good. Wharf Rat Joe.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, so what? Tell everybody your role, what you're up to today and this whole weekend.
I am a part of Dance Pass Productions, recording both stages and all the bands all weekend at Orange County Music Fest.
And we haven't done that yet. The OC Music Fest.
Oh, we forgot about that OC thing.
Do you know what the OC stands for?
No, tell me.
It actually stands for overnight camping. It's a play on the OC. It's not Orange County.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
I
We all made the
figured
same
there was
mistake.
something else to it.
Yeah, we all made the same mistake here.
Dude, I was going to say outdoor camping. Like, I already forgot.
You already forgot? Well, that
Fucking
works
bass
too,
player,
man.
So
I know,
stupid.
really.
Well,
man.
you
Fucking
camp indoors? That's the dumbest goddamn thing ever.
I really didn't want to say Orange
Sorry,
County.
Joe. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, it's okay.
No, we're not here to correct you or anything. But that was actually, we
No.
talked about that being a trivia question, like
Right.
the OC thing. But yeah, it's overnight camping. I already made the mistake. I said
Play
Orange
on
County
words is
before.
good.
Yeah,
I like that.
It is a good play on words. Oh, we got Lisa Malsberger here too. You want to come on?
You want to come on, Lisa?
Yeah.
Come on.
So,
Come on
so,
on.
so Joe is like a classic taper man. Like, he hits all kind of shows. How many shows a year do you think that you tape, Joe?
His wife would say too many.
That's a very good
Joe would
answer.
say not. Joe would say not enough.
I should not answer that question.
Shout out to
because
Michelle
my
Logrippo.
wife is listening right
Shout
now.
out to Michelle Logrippo,
Yeah.
who
Shout out
quite
to my
generously lets her husband love his craft.
So Joe's like that guy that as a band, when you play, you hope to see Joe there, because he does you get an amazing audio off of Joe's feeds, and it's obvious that you've been out and been doing this for a while. It's not like he's pulling out his cell phone and just recording you. Joe, what kind of gear do you use and break out at these things?
I take a lot of pride in what I do. I appreciate the compliment there, Chris. Let's see. I have some Zoom H6s. I have what's called a Bussman BSC1 condenser microphones and another pair of condenser microphones, MBHO 440s. So
all the bands out there, when you're looking to record live, and we've all tried to do that, kind of record ourselves in one way or the other and run a board feed or this or that. Do you kind of cater it to the room or the venue, or do you go in and kind of
I kind of cater it to the a little bit to the room, but I think I cater it more to the band.
Right on.
And who's playing and what kind of sound I know from them from the past. So that's how I do it, and then I mix it later on, and I have some tricks for my mixes that I'm not really going to indulge on. So, but the one thing I do want to tell you is that I'm starting to become a AKG fan. So this weekend I'm running 2 pairs of AKG shotguns. So for the festival, and I'm finding that for outdoor, the AKG shotguns are the way to go.
So you don't want to reveal any of your secrets. However, are there any tips that you're willing to share for other tapers or people want to get into it?
I'm a little bit unorthodox. So it's funny that you would ask, that you mentioned that, because I've been working with a guy in Colorado that started taping, and then I met a guy named Steven, pulled him in last night. He was sitting by himself, so I moved his rig over with the other tapers. I know what it's like to start and not want to ask or feel like you're getting in the way, so to say. But, if there's any beginning tapers out there, always come up and find me. If I'm at a show, I'll always help out. That's just what it's about. The craft needs more people that are doing this.
That's we have to have you on for a full episode, because I know there's like a whole community of tapers, and people are all around the country, right? And you guys trade secrets and all kind of things.
Musical
we got to talk about
historians.
that's
Jam
exactly right.
scene
Without you,
historians.
you're just as much a part of the scene as any musician is.
That's how I feel. That's how I felt for years.
Yeah,
I think we can probably get a couple of tapers across the country to do a couple of podcasts. I think I can arrange that.
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
We do like a Skype in or something like that.
Because we have our own music scene out here, and then Colorado's got a lot of tapers. The East Coast have got a lot of tapers, especially down south with. There's a lot of Fish and Widespread Panic tapers out there, but there's a lot of people that are hidden that do exactly what I do in certain cities.
Yeah.
So, like, if you guys were gonna, if certain bands were to go on tour, I would get certain tapers to go to your shows and do what I do.
Right on.
You know what I mean? So
that would be awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, we definitely got to get you on, man.
I network a lot.
Like that. Yeah,
I network a lot online.
That's what it's all about. Yeah, and then when you finish taping, you do post to something like the archive.
Oh yeah. Well, we can get into that too. So I archive on the band's collection pages. So for like Grandpa's Grass, they have their own page. WTFB, who you probably hear in the background there playing right now, they have their own band page. Some bands don't want to be on archive, so we do what's called BitTorrent on Eatery, and that's a little bit more involved. So with archive, it's easy because they're MP3s, and you could stream it right on the site. So, and that's a nonprofit, and so you can always donate to archive, and that goes to for keeping the servers up and running.
Nice.
Right on.
Right on. Well, Joe, thanks, man. Thanks for
Thank
stopping
you.
by
Really
and talking to
appreciate
us.
it.
Yeah,
Lisa, you want to hang out for a while?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We got
do
Lisa
I?
here. Yeah.
It's nefarious.
But I know
crowd.
you got some stuff to do, Joe. So we don't want to tie you up too long. But
right.
we'll keep
Thanks for
we'll
coming
keep
on.
Lisa here. Thanks, Joe.
This
Thanks,
is really
man.
cool. Thank you for having me.
Hey, man, thanks. We're gonna have you on for a full episode though too.
All right.
When we can do that,
Yeah.
it'd be great, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Thank you.
See ya.
Bye.
But Lisa's still here.
I actually
Lisa
had no idea
Malsberger.
you guys were doing this, keeping secrets from me.
But this is our thing, you know.
From me.
This is our good friend Lisa Malsberger.
Yeah.
She's from Grandpa's Grass.
Right.
She's the star.
Yep.
The
We all
star.
love Lisa.
And JMF, Jerry's middle finger.
Jerry's middle finger.
Everybody's the star.
Well, we all think you're the star, Lisa.
Aw,
so
so
yeah,
sweet.
don't try to be so humble around us.
I'm not humble. My face is red right now.
So how'd the gig go today?
It was good. You guys knocked it out of the park. Those changes were perfect. We used every single dang second.
That was the plan.
Even we're able to play the filler song too. That was perfect. And we ended right at 4:30, not 4:31, 4:30.
That's exactly what we.
So rad.
You know,
that was so rad.
I don't know if we could have planned it any better. I guess we should say that we play in the band with Lisa.
Yes.
We never really said that, but we play together with Lisa.
Yeah.
And Francis has played with us as well. Chris and I and Francis and
Francis
Lisa.
In Chris's
definitely-
absence.
In Chris's
definitely
absence.
honorary grass.
Oh,
We
yeah.
cannot forget that Francis is also a banana hammock.
That's right.
Banana. Oh, and look who comes.
Papa.
It's John.
Here comes
Papa Grass.
Papa Grass.
Papa Grass.
It's Papa Grass.
John Malsberger.
Papa Grass.
John Malsberger. Grandpa's Grass. So, you know, we may have listeners who are from anywhere in the world, and they're just learning about Grandpa's Grass. How long has Grandpa's Grass been around?
Officially, we played our first party in March of '99.
March of '99.
Yeah.
And it was, what was the lineup at that point? Do you
It was
remember?
Brett on guitar. We've always been in Grass together. Ryan Schmidt on bass and Andy Pacheco on the drums.
And since then, it's gone through several.
Hey, anyone seen Spinal Tap? Yeah, it's gone through a few different people. We had an era with Bob Schweckel on drums and Tim Kerrigan on bass and our buddy Dave Ryan on keys. We got him when he was like 18 years old. He was just a kid. And
Wow.
we got him in these bars playing. And we did like a few years.
There was a period of time that specific formation didn't want to let me in the band.
Oh.
According to them, I didn't belong.
Really?
You're Yoko at first, right?
Yeah. I was Yoko, man.
They didn't know. It took convincing.
So when did you join the band? Officially, when did you, well,
It was in 2003.
Yeah, that's how.
First show was December 8th, 2003.
was it a sit-in?
What a fucking encyclopedia.
A few times,
of stupid
yes.
It was a sit-in at first?
A few times I was sitting in.
Now, how did that come to play? How did that happen? Like,
How did you become in the band?
well, no, well, yeah. Like, how did you first sit in? Did you see a Grandpa's Grass show, and how did you meet? Basically, like, what happened? Because
We
you
met
guys are
because-
married. We haven't said they're married.
Oh, yes.
So this is why we're talking to them about this, because they're married.
yeah.
So, but how did it happen? Yeah.
Couples
It's actually
therapy.
a really cool story. I played with a band, Family Tree, not your previous formation, but another Family Tree. And I believe in May of 2001, John saw Family Tree play a show at the Galaxy Theater
With JGB.
with JGB, the actual
Post Jerry.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, post Jerry, JGB, Melvin, but with a different set of women, not the regular gospel ladies. So fast forward to October of 2001, Family Tree was at the Galaxy Theater again, opening for
The Big Woo.
the Big Woo. That's kind of appropriate too, because that's the night John and I met, and we've basically been together ever since I opened for the Big Woo. So I opened for the Big Woo, and backstage got the Big Woo afterwards. And now here we are 17 years later. With
And it was John, right? We're talking about.
No. This is the fucking funny part. I gave John my email, my cell phone number, and my work phone number, and this was during the middle of the week.
Tuesday.
He didn't call. Yeah. He didn't call me until Monday of the next week.
Good for you.
Sunday.
Wait,
Wait,
Sunday.
It was Sunday. We didn't
Okay.
talk till Monday, but I called
He knew those
Sunday.
rules about not
He
contacting
admitted-
before the weekend.
He
you know?
admitted that he totally forgot until he cleaned out
No,
his
it's
pants
not that.
pockets.
It was not. That's not true. See, what happened was, I got backstage because we knew the door guy because we played the Galaxy before. We're like, hey man, we know Family Tree opened, and a band called Further, which is Teddy T.
Yeah.
That was his band.
Yep.
We knew them, so it was they who opened. We're like, oh cool, they got they're better. It's been a few months. I'm like, they're even better than before. And we're like, let's get backstage and go to the room for imbibement with Further. And she came into the room, and I was clueless at the eyes she was giving me. And later I learned, I'm like, oh, those are the eyes. I was
Yep.
like, nah, she's not looking at me like that. And then
Yep.
we're not talking in the back of the whole place in the parking lot all alone. she's not just giving me a number. We were gonna play together. Bands were gonna get together, right?
Air quotes, by the way.
Yeah.
Play.
Air quotes, play.
That's
Still,
right.
I was clueless. So that, and then it wasn't that I forgot. It was just we had a busy ass week. Crazy shit went down, and then on Saturday I was like, oh yeah, I should give that girl a call. She actually wants me to get a hold of her.
And so that led eventually to a sit-in with Grandpa's Grass?
No.
Okay.
Him and
All right. I
we-
don't want to jump ahead too far. Sorry.
Him and I started dating.
Yeah, we were a dating thing.
And so then
So the sit-in didn't happen until you started dating.
the dudes
Sit-in.
in Grandpa's Grass.
That's what we're calling it
Sit-in.
these
Yeah,
days.
the sit-in.
Well, you know, we were a different type of band back then in that we'd go and we'd practice like a lot, but the practice was like 45 minutes of just jamming. Then we'd take a smoke break, play hacky sack for another 30 minutes, go in for another 40-minute jam, then work on 2 or 3 songs, and that was like the entire practice. So it was mainly jamming, smoking, and playing hacky sack. So it was kind of this boys' club, and she was not a hacky sacker.
Oh.
So you had to change stuff up, didn't
So
you?
we actually, Bob quit for some reason, Tim left for some reason, and Dave went to school. And so it wasn't we reformed with another drummer and another bass player. That's when we pulled her in officially. And then
And that was like 2003, you said? 2004?
2003.
2003?
And then the bass player fell apart. And then we got Tim back in. He's on the first album. And then after we recorded the album, we had a different drummer for a short while, but his girlfriend didn't like him being in the band. Too afraid that people were looking at his body.
Yeah, one of those girls, dude.
Yeah.
No.
Because he would take his shirt off and
Don't
stuff.
wanna
He was like,
invest
look at
time in
me.
that kinda
His name was
crazy.
John Berger. John
Yeah,
fucking Berger.
John
Malsberger,
Malsberger.
John Berger. I was like, what
With
the
a
fuck?
drummer
hell?
named
You
Yeah.
Berger.
stole my existence, man. So in the end, it worked out. We Bob came back and we played until like 2007, until the kids came along, and well, we started having kids, and then we're like, let's take a little break. Until they got old enough, we could start doing babysitting.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then fast forward, here we are today.
Here we are today.
Here we are today.
Here we are today.
Greener.
Greener is the most recent Grandpa's
right.
Grass album.
That's right.
Chris and I are on it too.
That's right.
We're happy to be on it. Woo.
That's right. It's a
Our pictures
good
are on it
album.
too.
I know.
It's one of those. That was my first time ever in one of those photo booths. By the way.
We know.
Yeah, you
can
can tell.
tell.
You can tell when you look at it. I'm like, what? What the hell? Yeah.
You know, do I do anything different? Should I stay frozen? Frozen. Move the hat. Frozen. Frozen. No, smile, smile.
I didn't
Hat
know
on,
it's
smile.
like 2 seconds in between photos. You know.
That's a
I'm like,
consistent thing with Rich.
Yeah.
That's a very
It's-
consistent thing.
Rich looks like one of those dudes that are on To Catch a Predator, man. It's like a mug
Thanks,
shot.
man.
It's creepy.
Deer in the headlights. Fucking. Oh, get the condoms in the car. I mean, no, I don't. I don't
That's
have
awesome.
weed and an axe. And But anyway, yeah, that's what happened. It got quiet all of a sudden.
What does chloroform smell like, Rich?
I got some in the trunk.
We're
I'll
at
tell
this
you later.
beautiful event, the Orange County Music Festival, and all 3 of my kids are here with me, and I actually just found my 2 little ones over there playing beanbag tops.
Actually,
Nice.
do you want to correct
Perfect.
Lisa? Do you guys want to correct Lisa?
Go ahead, because
Go
I
ahead.
corrected Joe. Go ahead.
Okay. Do you know what OC stands for?
It's outdoor camping.
Oh, of course Rain Man knows.
I thought it was overnight camping.
Overnight camping.
Oh, did he
Oh,
say
see,
outdoor?
goddamn, I'm not sure now.
Did he say
Overt
outdoor?
cockatiel.
Did he say outdoor camping?
Yes, he
Yeah.
Oh,
But is
that's
it
wrong.
overnight?
Who doesn't camp outdoors? That
But
doesn't
then
make
again,
any
but
sense.
then again,
camp
who
indoors all
doesn't
the time. I'm always
But then again,
pitching
who
the
doesn't
tent.
camp overnight?
Orange County.
It's not Orange County. It's a play on words.
Really?
Yeah. The OC and OC Jam Music Fest isn't Orange County.
Nope.
I
It's
didn't
either
know that.
outdoor camping or
It's
overnight
oblique
camping. God damn it.
crustaceans.
We should. No, that makes sense.
Exactly.
All the other stuff
I just
makes
thought
sense.
of something really bad that I can't say on air.
Yes, you can.
That's a great thing.
There's editing and there's everything like that. Francis is a musician,
There's
so you
editing.
can-
Knowing you assholes, it wouldn't get edited out.
That's
It would
true.
be put on a loop and be played over and over.
It would be used in one of my sampled
we
songs.
could use it in a song, actually.
There we go.
Yeah.
The vocals in the background are impeccable. That's Brian Warren from the What the Fuck band.
Yes.
What
Killing
the
it.
fuck?
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. He's
That
got some
man
pipes. He
has
plays
the
some-
most insane range.
Yeah, how does he
Playing
do
a little,
that?
playing a little Zeppelin right now.
His underwear must be very tight.
Yeah, I don't even know how you do that
I
as a
don't
dude.
know.
I'm always impressed with dudes that can cover Robert
Yes,
Plant.
Mr. High
he
Pitched
can-
Voice, Chris.
Man.
He can do Robert Plant and he does a Getty Lee.
He can
Yeah.
do Robert
Geddy Lee,
Plant,
man.
but he can actually hit the notes better than Robert Plant can.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Nowadays,
Especially
yeah,
now,
definitely.
yeah.
In my
Yeah,
opinion,
definitely
in my
now.
opinion, I'll say that Robert Plant is a rock god.
Yeah, he nails it.
Robert Plant rock.
The What the Fuck Band, WTFB. You got to check them out.
Oh, they're insane.
Absolutely.
Like their set lists, I always look at and just trip. Like they played what back to back with what? That's crazy.
That's right.
Or they play the whole wall,
Yeah.
front to back, or something like. And you go, what the fuck? And exactly, that's what.
Yep. Uber talented,
Yeah.
super weird set list.
Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
Covering Genesis. And
Yeah.
it's
Genesis.
Like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like what?
Frank Zappa.
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
come back with like Funkadelic and
Or Talking Heads.
yeah.
Yes.
Slide
Low
of
and
Family
Widespread
Stone.
Panic too. They throw in
Yep.
like
Bizarre.
interesting jam shit.
It's
They
such a
play
great.
And Grateful Dead.
couple-
Don't play Grateful Dead song,
Yeah.
too.
They play a
everything.
couple pretty insane Mojams too.
Yeah.
They played a Mojam on New Year's.
They play
New Year's
Plane
show with
Crash. That's a really
Cubenzas.
good one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a fun one.
We're gonna have to get them to play a Grandpa's Gas tune. I mean,
I know, right?
Exactly.
I know,
If they
right?
can handle it.
I know, man. The precision.
So what's
Floyd
coming up for
Brain
Grandpa's
Damage.
Grass?
You're all looking at me. All right.
You're the brains of the operation, brother.
Fill us in, man.
Well, Grandpa's Grass will be playing at the MTL in Riverside on Friday, May 11th with Groove Session. Off the top of my head, I can't tell you who's playing with Groove Session, but they've got the same percussionist guy that's playing with them right now, a sax guy, and a guitar guy. Some guys. And we got our old buddy, Gabe Hartman,
Yeah.
coming to jam with us. We haven't played with him in years, but
Gabe
he's been there
Hartman
from the
from
very
Shopping.
beginning. That guy is a beast on the saxophone and the flute,
on the
and the keyboards
saxophone,
and
on
the
the
bass.
keyboards, on
He's
the
just
flute, on
freaking
the
one of those
bass.
guys like, oh, you're one of those.
He's sitting in the whole set.
He'll just sit up there and like he will just sit back and for like most of the song he's all
Gabe gets to
You're like,
play
oh,
whatever
okay.
he wants.
Yes, exactly.
And has Eric approved this? Eric is the Grandpa's Grass keyboardist, by the way.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
It's-
Eric's gonna have a fun time playing
All
with
right,
Gabe.
all right. Just making sure.
Guaranteed.
Most of my top
Because
shows
Eric will
of the
crack
years
the
are with
whip.
him,
You know Eric
yes,
will crack
yes,
the
he
whip.
will. Like,
Yeah.
what's going on, man? Why was I not
Don't
involved in
worry,
this decision?
Gabe won't finger Eric's keys. It's okay. It's okay.
He
He's
won't touch his
stepping on my
organ.
ligature.
He won't touch your organ, Eric.
He won't touch Eric's organ. No.
All
I
right.
just feel uncomfortable with how sexy he is.
Gabe will blow his own horns.
Nice.
Yes.
That's so bad. But so good.
He'll put his lips up to the flute and blow hard.
Oh, God, John. Oh, man.
Are we regretting bringing the Malsbergers on yet?
Always and forever. Don't give me a microphone. It said in the band, don't let that motherfucker talk. He's
As-
a weirdo.
Fast forward from 2001 to 2018. Here we are, 17 years together, 3 kids, 11, 9, and 7.
More
And
proof that I'm a weirdo.
You boys can sit here and be weird together. I'm going to go be a mom.
All right. You
Check
Mom
do
it
out.
that.
up.
All right,
Mwah.
Lisa.
You
Thank
guys
you.
played amazing
great.
tonight.
Thank
as
you.
usual.
And you too. We're looking forward to tomorrow. Jerry's middle finger, Lisa will be playing tomorrow.
That is true.
Yep.
Taking you to church. And they're laughing at me because I just talked into the earphones. I'll give it up. I'll give it up.
What?
This
Hello?
might get me in
Check,
trouble.
check,
I don't
check.
care, but I'm the one that usually smokes enough weed for all of us, so it's all good anyway.
That's awesome. Bye,
Mama
Lisa.
Grass.
See you, Lisa. That was awesome.
Signing out.
And you hear the very funny thing is that these guys obviously have great rapport and they're so witty and talking, but they have their only kryptonite talking is if it happens after one song and before the next. It's true. Then suddenly everybody looks at each other and goes,
What do we?
I've always asked Lisa to talk. I'm like, you should talk. Everybody likes you. And then she doesn't. I'm like, well, fuck, I gotta talk. And everyone's like, that guy's really
And
strange.
nobody likes him.
I know. What's funny is I know I can actually, like, in like conversations, I'm like, people laugh and think I'm witty. But when I'm on a microphone, I'm fucking weird because I'm not in that like, hey, everybody, it's talking time. Let me be articulate and intelligent. Instead, I'm like, I'm lost in the music. Hey, everybody, if you want to buy a CD, talk to me later. I was like, what is on? What's going on?
And then you always regress into and nobody's listening, so I should just shut up and I'll just do this and I'll look at my guitar and fart. That's what it always comes down to.
there's a couple sound bites that are coming out of that right there, Francis. Can you please mark that place on the tape?
You got it.
All right. So anyway, we should probably
my
check out a little bit
God.
of What the Fuck, man.
Yeah,
while we're here.
What the fuck?
should.
Why
All
not?
right. Anyway, well, thanks, John, for being
Thanks,
on.
John.
Of course.
We don't want to
thank
tie you
you.
up for too long, but if you want to come back later, we'll do some more.
Right on.
Yeah, we'll be here.
Yeah.
All right.
Casting pods.
Yep. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Thanks, John.
Thank you, everybody. Been a great time.
That's gold.
Great.